Sharing the gift of life, that's the mission behind Kentucky Organ Donor Affiliates, or KODA. As we celebrate Black History Month, we wanted to highlight a special event that is happening this weekend that spotlights Black organ donors and the people whose lives they have saved. Joining me today to talk about the Faces of Donation art exhibit is Alan Gazaway, community educator for Donate Life Kentucky. Alan, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Good morning to you.
Good morning. I mean, let's talk about this amazing exhibit and the work you do.
Yes.
You know, how did it come together that you're like, let's do this, let's celebrate donation this way?
I've actually have a very personal connection to the mission. About 10 years ago, my mom, when she passed away, we decided to give the gift of life for her. So once that happened, I've just been a part of the mission. And then as I've grown into it and I've actually started working here, I was like, we have to find new and exciting ways to like get the word out. And then I think a lot of times when people like see it or hear about actually organ donation, organ tissue donation, they just have a disconnect to it. So I'm like, you know what, we have to figure out a way to actually connect people to the mission itself. And I said, what way to do it? Like, this is the best way that I could possibly think of, bringing a local artist, get some dope actually artwork, and actually just have a great time and just let people learn about the mission.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, so take me through it, kind of, right? Like, what can people expect to see and experience when they visit the exhibit?
Okay, of course. So when you come through tomorrow, it starts at 5 o'clock at KODA Art Gallery. When you come in at 5 o'clock, you will be able just to come through and see the artwork that's been created by Charles Rice, who does Art by Rice. You'll be able to come through and see some of the artwork that he's created. Then at 6:30, we will have the actually unveiling of the actual artwork. At that point, we would do a champagne toast, completely free of charge, have some cupcakes there. We'll talk a little bit, and then at that point, we'll unveil the actual artwork that's been created, and then just have a great time, have some nice music playing, talk to the people that they're about the mission, and then just figure out a way to like just close the gap that we have here.
Yeah, and you're sharing such important information about something that affects a lot of people. Tell me about some of the people that are being featured.
Of course. I was going to choose people. I'm like, okay, how is the best way to do this? I didn't want it just to be a kind of stagnant kind of feel for it. So like, let's go all kinds of all the aspects of it. I went through and I talked to and got a transplant doctor. He's one of the participants. I have one of the circuit clerks who goes through and asks the question. I have actual recipients. I have the family members of those who've actually received transplants, because I think a lot of the times people fail to realize it's a ripple effect when it comes to organ tissue donation. A lot of the time the focus is on the person who actually gets the transplant themselves, but then a lot of people fail to realize that there are so many people who are like have their hands in on this, and I just wanted to bring a highlight to all that stuff that happens.
That one action affects so many lives, you know, and
Yes.
I think what's great is that it not only is beautiful art, but you are opening up what can be sometimes, I think, an uncomfortable situation for people, and it shouldn't be, right? Like, you are starting a conversation for people that you're like, okay, let's step up and let's talk about being an organ donor. So if people are attending the event and they're interested in signing up to be an organ donor, what should they do to take those steps?
It is so easy. You can go visit our website at donatelifeky.org, and then there's a big yellow register button in the middle. You click that button, fill out the form, and then you just go and live a long and healthy life. If you have an iPhone, you can also go through the health app and sign up that way as well.
You've set it up so easy. Alan, congratulations on this. Yeah, and thank you for sharing just your personal story with us as well, because I think that this makes it just even a deeper connection to this. So thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
All right, the Faces of Donation art exhibit is opening tomorrow at the KODA Gallery off South 4th Street, and visit donatelifeky.org for more information.